Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and this is Estwing's 2-in-1 utility knife with Painters Tool. It is one of the officially licensed Estwing tools. They have quite a few of them. If you check their website, they've got, it seems like about a dozen knives of various types, sliding, folding, fixed blades. I've got a couple others. I've got their duck knife here, and I don't know, their hunting knife or standard kind of a buck-like knife there. But anyway, the officially licensed stuff, as far as I can tell, it is made in China, and it has kind of that Estwing rubberized grip here with those, what look like the Estwing trademarked ovals there. And this is one of the USA-made Estwing kind of medium axes. And obviously the yellow and green particular colors, I guess, would be the licensed part. But anyway, what we've got here are two tools. One of them is a multi-tool with that painter's tool. But the other is a utility knife. I'll focus on that in a second, but let's get this out of the way. It uses a liner lock to hold this in place. It has basically a kind of the chisel front end, which is a scraper there, a very sharp kind of cutting knife or point, you know, where you could do quite a bit of work with just a little shape like that. It's got a nail puller right here. This is just, I assume, to pull it out of there is all. It's not an oxygen tank wrench or something. It's got a can opener, or a bottle opener, excuse me, there, and then just a partial radius here, or arc, which is supposed to be for cleaning paint rollers. The traditional painter's tool like this has, you know, a very deep paint roller cleaner there, and then it's got a large scraper up front. Nothing near as sharp as this, and that's because you can't do something like that easily and then just toss this in a tool bag. That would cut right through the tool bag or right through your fingers when you reached in the tool bag. So this is amazingly sharp because you can completely secure it inside here. Might be nice to actually have some sort of a locking or a tighter mechanism, you know, given what would happen if it slid out, but probably won't. Anyway, and then the small blade here compared to the size looks like it's about 1/4 the amount of real estate there. That allows you maybe 1/3, what would that be? About 1/3 the real estate. You don't want to be pushing terribly hard on something when you've got a pivot or a joint right here with this liner lock mechanism. You know, if you're really shoving hard like we often do here, or even pound on it with a hammer, you know, and you just would end up risking the chance of it closing or breaking. So having a smaller front end, this is more precision work, or as the website says, it's both for the professional and for the DIYer. But anyway, I like this. That's one of the reasons I got it, was for this part, and I do like some of these folding tools simply because even though they might be a little beefier, maybe a little more expensive, this retails for $17.99. On Amazon, you can get it with a $2 off coupon, so that would be $15.99. I'm kind of curious what happens if anyone buys one, but I don't know if anyone will after I get to my next point. But anyway, so I feel okay about having the smaller front end. It all fits in, but it looks like it would be a great tool for that. However, let's take a look at their utility knife. Now, it's always the utility knife that seems to be kind of an afterthought. They did put energy into this. So what we've got is a standard retractable utility knife. Uses this big yellow button up here. There's some marks for fully back locked. There is a small bit of blade sticking out in this intermediate position. Then you can go to the full position here, and then this is the unlock button for the blade. That's the problem. Down here there is blade storage. Now ideally this is supposed to work like this. Here's a snap-on. It's got the blade storage in here. So you're using it, uh-oh, it's dull. I just take the blade out, run the auto there, and a new blade. I'm ready to go. That's what's supposed to happen here. So I run it, and then I push this little button down. That is the unlock button, and I pushed it, and I can't get this out. Now, one of the things I often do with utility knives is I will grab the blade early on just to wiggle it and jerk around on it to make sure that it's in solid enough. Some of the blades come out on knives, And you don't want that happening. You don't want to be, doing something with it only to have the blade slip out and then stick into your work surface only for you to slide in with an empty tool and run the blade into your skin. But anyway, that's in there solid, but when I depress this, I can't get it out of there. And I've pushed hard. In fact, I grabbed these pliers and tried to depress it. I shouldn't have to work this hard. They keep flipping off when I'm trying to hold it. I did go in with a pick to see if I could manually lift it up and try to get it out of there. I also did this, retracted it. I went to get these out, so I popped them all out so I could kind of play with the mechanism to see what's supposed to happen. And you can see that little tab is lifting. It lifts enough probably right here, but obviously I'm all the way back. So if I drop a blade in, run it forward, push hard, I can't get it out. You know what I might try? Let's try this. Look at that. Got some Lyle disconnect pliers here. So let's use the blade to cut this package open. Pull these out. And we'll see. Obviously, they're nice and smooth. Those must be the good ones, unlike those other Lyles. So let's see if I can get these around here and depress that. Whoops, push the right button. There we go. Is that going to get it out? Nope. I don't understand it. I am depressing, whoops, as hard as I can, right there, and I cannot get the blade out. So if I'm here, if I'm a little bit, just enough to grab it right there. Could I get it out now? Look at that. I got it out, but there's a problem apparently in trying to get it out when it's all the way deployed like it should be. So something's going on here. Run it out there. I cannot get it out of there. Let's start sliding it in. There we go. If I slide it in a ways, maybe that's how it's supposed to be, that you actually back it up. I just don't know how to use this tool. I do now. Okay, never mind. Looks like a good tool. You just have to know that unlike every other knife that I've ever used on this planet, you can't get it out when it's all the way out. You have to release, and then you can get it out. It'd be nice if it said that on the package. Well, anyway, there we go. So I'm back in love with it. The Estwing, this is the 42465. They call it a 2-in-1 utility knife with painter's tool. So hope that adventure, hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. It's kind of fun playing around with the stuff. That's what I do here. But anyway, if you got any comments, let me know. And with that, Doc out.